Chrysler minivan, they're gonna really have to educate me of what differentiates the Toyota minivan compared to others. That's time consuming and costly as well. They're not bad reasons, but they're reasons that you have to understand as you go into market. And also what we have to do here at Tex West, we're not as big of a brand as TCU. Smaller. So one of the things we have to look at is what's our strategy to market Tex West compared to TCU, and what are the resources we have compared to TCU. So that will help us determine what's going to be our brand strength. So you have to think of those things too. So let's talk about smartphones. This is kind of like a product feature segmentation. Smartphone's an example. What kind of features would you promote that could attract specific segments, I mean by segments, consumer groups, to buy a smartphone? What are some features that you could market to different segments of the population? And I'm going to throw one out. Camera quality. If you're a content creator, camera quality is going to be really important to you. What else would you say a feature of a smartphone that it could equate to a segment of your market?
Accessibility and being able to have a really big font for older people who can't
Yeah.
see as well.
Yes, I have that on my text. Did you realize? Like, blah, blah. No, they have to read my text messages this way. Read the text so much, but anyway. What else?
Like a video game, like the mobile game?
Yes. So what would your phone have to have? Good storage space, right? To have, if you're a gamer, you're gonna look for a phone that has, your smartphone, you're gonna wanna make sure it has good storage to be able to access your games. Battery life. If I'm a traveler, battery life is gonna mean a lot. If you get up in the morning at 5 and you go to school and then you go to work and then you do whatever and you get home at 9, so you leave your house at 5 a.m., you come home at 9 p.m., you're probably gonna think, I need a phone that's gonna have a battery life last that long. Yes, these are all things. You have one product, different features, and every one of those. You say.
Because there was no which one to buy, so you have so many options, and each one has like a slightly different feature. If they're looking for a certain feature, it'd be harder to pick through 20 options, which one you really need.
You get fatigued. They call that design fatigue. Now, if I know if I'm going to go in on 15 minivans, no. I'm probably going to kind of start allocating my priority. I'm going to go, oh, that looks less like a minivan. It looks cooler. So I'm going to start with these body styles first. Right. So you're going to kind of think a little bit of that. So what is one energy drink we want to focus on? And how would we market to appear? Let's say somebody's coming to you and says, okay, team, we're going to come up with a new energy drink and we're just going to call it Bad to the Bone energy drink. And I am tasking this crew to tell me how we're going to reach college students to drink that. What are the things I'm going to be saying and doing to attract college students to my Bad to the Bone energy drink? Just popcorn shares. We're not going to break it down and create a complete analysis, but
You advertise it like staying awake for classes or a long night of studying, and it will wake you up in the morning to go to class and
Yep.
get that.
yep, get your brain going.
Advertise the different flavors so they know they have an option.
Yep. What else?
Advertise it and like make a focus, like some energy drinks will do it junky where you're like creating a few stuff as opposed to wrong, it'll make you more focused.
Yep. Yep. We're out too late last night. Went to the club. It's 2 a.m. You got an 8 a.m. class the next day. I doubt I'd see you, but if I did, you'd probably have some caffeinated beverage there. You're going to say, Bad to the Bone. Perks you up after an all-nighter. Right? So we're going to about the caffeine content, the mental game. What else would be important to a college student to know? Student discounts, yeah, okay. If you're a college student, right, you show me your badge, you're gonna get 10% off in the bookstore, or whatever. And what else?
Other locations and look at like calorie count.
I don't wanna gain weight, I'm gonna lose it, so I'm gonna make sure it doesn't have a lot of sugar or calories or something.
Price in general.
Price, yeah. What about the aesthetics of it? When we get to this bag of the bone, soft, energy drink, are we gonna have something with bright colors? We're gonna have something with dark colors? I mean, what would get your attention? A lightning bolt on it, maybe? You know, you're gonna start thinking about, like, what is it that's gonna, you know, attract? Differentiate this product. We're gonna have bad to the bone college, and we're gonna have bad to the bone senior citizens. Okay, we're gonna say me. So like, I am 53, I'm not a senior citizen, but let's just say, you know, it takes her a lot longer to get up and go in the morning. Like, she didn't have the juices flowing like a 21-year-old. It is like, well, all right, so we have bad to the bone for college, bad to the bone for seniors. Talk to me about why I would need to differentiate between the two.
Well, the seniors aren't necessarily going out and partying and doing all of this stuff majority of the time. So, you'll have to market it more so like, oh, you had a hard night at work and like didn't sleep well last night. You're picking up for the next day.
Yeah, a lightning bolt may not translate well to a 60-year-old or 70-year-old, right? Sure. So you would have two different budgets, right? You have two different strategies. You would have two different approaches. And so when you have that, it does become more expensive. So when you become a marketer, or somebody says, come market this bad to the bone drink, you're gonna say, okay, what are the segmentations of this beverage? How am I gonna market this across a variety of stakeholder groups? One budget is not going to get me there. I'm gonna have to differentiate. And so, yes, it can be more costly. So now that we've kind of gone through some of these questions and talked about segmentation, talk to me about some of your favorite that speaks to me.
Because like they have like the seasonal stuff, so like each season I'm like always there.
Yes, checking out the new stuff, yes, yeah, you like how they speak to you based upon time of year and fragrances.